Have you ever wondered what happens when nations break away from long-standing alliances to form new power blocs? Well, the recent actions of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have sparked just such a scenario, shaking the foundations of the economic community of West African states. Our next reporter, Arafat Musa, explores what this means for the region and the world. My name is Rain Smith. Over to you.
Thank you. The leaders of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have recently signed a treaty to establish the Confederation of Sahel States, or CSS, effectively marking the exit from ECOWAS. It all began when leaders of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, countries plagued by political instability and recent military coups, decided to forge a new path by forming the Confederation of Sahel States. This decision came as a direct response to what they described as inhumane sanctions imposed by the Economic Community of West African States, or ECOWAS. In a historic treaty signing, the leaders of these three Sahel nations announced their departure from ECOWAS, a move that could signal a disintegration of the 49-year-old regional bloc. The newly formed confederation aims to enhance political and economic cooperation among the member states, seeking stability and growth independently from ECOWAS. But why did they decide to leave ECOWAS, and what does this mean for the region? Let's take a closer look. ECOWAS has been a cornerstone of West African political and economic integration since 1975. However, recent coups in these nations have strained relationships within the bloc. The sanctions, particularly those imposed on Niger following the ousting of President Mohamed Bazoum, have been a point of contention. In response, ECOWAS leaders convened in Abuja, Nigeria, urgently calling for these nations to reconsider the decision. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu, the current chairman of the ECOWAS, emphasized the importance of upholding democratic principles and constitutional order. He warned that the bloc's future hangs in the balance if these nations proceed with their withdrawal. Interestingly, ECOWAS also decided to lift some of the sanctions on Niger, citing humanitarian reasons. This move appears to be an attempt to ease tensions and prevent further fragmentation. But the big question remains, will this be enough to bring the junta-led states back into the fold? Analysts are divided. Some, like Moody's ratings agency, warn that the exit of these countries could severely hinder ECOWAS's economic growth and disrupt business confidence across the region. The potential exit from the West African Economic and Monetary Union poses an even greater economic risk, threatening the stability of the region's financial systems. On the other hand, some see this as an opportunity for these nations to address their unique challenges more effectively. The Sahel region, plagued by violence from Islamic extremists and internal conflict, has seen elected governments struggle to maintain security and provide basic services. The new confederation could potentially offer a tailored approach to these issues. ECOWAS's response has been multifaceted. In a bid to ease these tensions, the bloc has lifted some sanctions on Niger for humanitarian reasons, hoping to encourage dialogue and reintegration. However, the leaders of the newly formed CSS remain steadfast in their decision to forge a new path, highlighting a profound division within the region. To add another layer to this complex situation, ECOWAS has reached out to Senegal's President Bassirou Diomaye Faye to mediate and convince the breakaway states to return to the bloc. President Faye, Africa's youngest leader following his election victory in March, has all the credentials required to serve as a facilitator, said Omar Aliou Touré, the president of the ECOWAS Commission at the summit. As we watch these developments unfold, the question remains, can ECOWAS adapt and survive this significant realignment? Or are we witnessing the dawn of a new era in West African geopolitics? Only time will tell. Back to you, Rain Smith.
Thank you, Arafat Musa. Your perspective matters. Do you think the formation of the Confederation of Sahel States will bring more stability and prosperity to Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger? What are your thoughts on the future of ECOWAS amidst this realignment? Your thoughts and opinions are valuable. Share them in the comments below. Meanwhile, stay tuned for further coverage on this and other pressing global issues right here on the New Africa channel.